Hi guys, this is gonna be my first ever long video and basically a voice reveal. So, recently I found out the leather was ripped and the tip of my tail came off. So that's why I haven't been wearing it. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sew this back up. So that's not just a little bunny tail, because I don't want that, I'm not a bunny tail. But basically I'm gonna be talking about, hold on, I got a text from my friend, I'll check it later. Oh my god, my friends are spamming me. Okay. Okay, stop spamming me, please. Stop! Okay, they stopped. Okay, so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about the yuna floofs drama that I'm pretty sure, like, everyone's been hearing about while I sew this back up. So I have my needle. I have my threads over here. Hold on. All my sewing stuff's in this giant box. So basically, the thing that's going on, hold on, take my mask so I can actually see. So I'm gonna sit back here, because I'm not doing a face reveal yet. Found the right thread. Mask back on. Okay, so basically everything that's going on with yuna floofs, it's basically like, okay, so yuna floofs has been like copying a bunch of people, okay? Like Tapioca, for one of them. She's like huge on copying Tapioca, because from what I heard, she was a huge fan of Tapioca, and then Tapioca has like a boba furry mask, and like boba furry mask that's like brown and stuff like that, and then Yuna literally like almost completely stole her character, except made it green and called it Leaf instead of Tapioca. Now we already know that is not acceptable, okay? That's a no. But they're also trying to copy her wardrobe from like 2020 or some sort of like old year. So she's trying to copy her wardrobe from that. Yuna did have a dragon puppet account that was like, the dragon puppet account was like, okay, so one of the dragons she had was called Tapioca, okay, and it looked literally the exact same color as Tapioca, like the mask. Oh god, okay. Literally the exact same color, the exact same looks, except the muzzle was black. That's literally the only opposite thing. Okay, so yeah, she's been copying her a lot, stuff like that. And then it's been like this huge thing, because like, Tapioca confronted Yuna about that dragon account, and then Yuna's like, I don't know what you're talking about, that's not my account, and then took down the account. Like, literally took it down the minute Tapioca found out it existed. And then Tapioca was like confronting Yuna, and then was like, hey, you need to stop copying me. And then Yuna went from a fan to literally hating her, and that's why she, quote unquote, wouldn't copy her, even though she definitely is copying her as we speak. So yeah. Like, stealing Tapioca's, like, amazing and well thought out character was already too far by making Leaf. Like, no, that, you can't do that. Like, you literally cannot do that. Like, that, I swear, that's like a law in, like, the furry fandom. Like, no stealing characters. But she still did it anyways, because she was a fan. She's like, oh yeah, okay. She's also stealing Tapioca's video ideas, and like barely ever giving credits. I mean, barely. I'm pretty sure in like one video she gave credits. And then, so yeah, she like keeps copying Tapioca in like everything she does, and a ton of stuff like that. And then Tapioca's like really, really upset about it. Like on the video that Tapioca made about it, she was literally crying. And like, okay, so this is like, okay, she was literally crying and stuff like that. And then another thing that happened with the yuna floofs is she had a 15-year-old friend that she dated. Keep in mind, Yuna is 19. Her friend's 15. You can't do that. And she's like, oh yeah, I live in France. You're able to do that because you're able to, like, date minors if you're not a minor. No. No, you can't do that. Like, why would you do that? That's like saying if it were legal, like, a 37-year-old could date an 8-year-old. Even if they could, that's not an actual thing. But even if they could, even if a 37-year-old could date an 8-year-old, they wouldn't, because you don't do that. You just don't do it. No. You're not supposed to do that. Like, and I kind of understand Tapioca's pain, because if someone stole, like, my characters, like, I have two characters. I have two characters that I'm working on making masks. I'm not gonna make masks like this, because these are just my Therian masks, but, like, I'm going to get a dino mask, and I'm going to make one of those foam masks. I would definitely be crying if someone stole my character, because I spent a lot of time working and, like, coming up with the idea for these characters for someone to just steal them. So Tapioca, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. You didn't deserve this. You were an amazing furry creator. Like, you did not deserve this, okay? And then, like, Yuna's like, she gives an apology. Like, she says she's sorry to Tapioca. And then she keeps doing it. Her apologies mean nothing. And I mean nothing. You don't do that. Like, that's not how it works. And then, like, okay, so yeah, like, Yuna is, like, copying every single thing, like, Tapioca does, it feels like. And she's, like, not even her own, like, original creator anymore. It's literally just Tapioca 2.0, and not in a good way. Like, no. She needs to stop, okay? Like, come up with your own video ideas. Come up with your own character. Come up with your own closet, stuff like that. Don't just wear everything Tapioca wears. Don't just copy her character. Don't copy her persona. Don't copy Tapioca. Don't make a dragon puppet and say that you're not copying her because it's a separate channel, and then take down the channel when she actually confronts you about it. No. Don't date a 15-year-old. Don't date a 15-year-old, okay? You don't do that. You shouldn't do that. You don't do that. Also, by the way, before anyone comments about it, yes, I know my hair is greasy. I'm going to take a shower after this video. Shut up. So yeah, basically, like, all that's going on. Like, all that going on. Yuna needs to stop, okay? And then she's still kind of popular after every single thing that she did. She doesn't deserve to be popular, okay? She's, like, not even her own person, it feels like, anymore. She's just an impersonator of an amazing furry creator that she doesn't even deserve to know that she exists. Like, okay. On forms of status, like how good they are of people, like, Yuna needs to stop. Okay? Like, Tapioca's amazing. I know that, okay? But that doesn't mean you should copy everything she does for views, okay? You don't do that. You don't date a 15-year-old. You don't copy her clothes. You don't copy a ton of other furry creators. You don't do that. It's not how it works. And I know I don't understand everything, because, I mean, like, I'm still technically a kid, so, like, yeah, I guess. So yeah, she should definitely, like, seriously stop, though. And she's like, oh yeah, in France, we can do that because, like, we can do that. No, you can't. No, you cannot. I looked it up. You cannot do that. You can't. And even if you could, you shouldn't. Even if you could, that doesn't mean you should, okay? You don't do that. Like, Tapioca literally made a video about this when she found out. And the person who told her asked her remain anonymous, okay? I found out who it is, but I'm not going to say. They want to stay out of this. So basically, like, Tapioca was, like, actually crying and, like, so upset with this. And I would be, too. Like, I understand her pain. Like, I don't think any furry wouldn't understand her pain, okay? Like, this sucks. And Yuna needs to stop. Yuna needs to be her own person. She would get views then. But no. Since she's a impersonator of Tapioca, no, she would not. So if you guys are going through your subscriptions and you see Yuna floofs on there, I would recommend unsubscribing, okay? Like, I would heavily recommend unsubscribing. Because you don't do that. You don't steal someone's character, okay? You don't date a 15-year-old and you don't lie about it, then you can't. You don't make a dragon account, literally make a character that's named, make a dragon named Tapioca. Looks exactly like Tapioca, same color, same everything, except for the muzzle being black. Okay, you don't do that. Also, Yuna was like drawing characters. She was drawing a bunch of her personas, and then one of them that popped up on there, she's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a new persona. And one of them that popped up on there was literally Tapioca, except for the ears were striped. That was the only difference. That was the only difference, okay? Tapioca knows she doesn't own the boba species. She knows she doesn't. She's not saying she is. But come up with your own boba character, okay? Don't copy Tapioca with everything except for the name and color. You don't make a boba character that looks exactly like Tapioca and then just name it Leaf because it's green. You don't do that. You shouldn't do that, okay? You need to stop, Tapioca. Like, you actually need to stop. Stop copying Tapioca's video ideas without even giving credits. Stop copying her furry personas. Like, no. You don't date a 15-year-old just because you quote-unquote can. Stop it. Like, if you keep doing this, we don't want you in the furry fandom, okay? We don't want people like you influencing, like, people new to the fandom, like, making them think that they can do that. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, this upsets every single Tapioca fan out there, including me. Like, you shouldn't do this. If you copied my personas, like, I would be full out raging. I would come to your door. I would bust it down. I would grab you by the collar and say, you know what? We're having a talk about this because you don't steal my persona. You don't steal Tapioca's either, okay? Like, no, you don't do that. Like, come up with your own persona at least. Be creative. We know you can. We know you can. You're a furry. You're a furry, for God's sake. We know you can be creative, okay? So just do it. That's pretty much all I know about the Unifloofs drama perspective. That's pretty much all I know about it so far. I will make a part 2 of this, but, like, not just Unifloofs, but just, like, sewing this up. I might even wait till I have 50 subs and then I can do it live. But please, by all means, I'm not saying this just because I want views. Please, by all means, share this to any of your friends, okay? I'm trying to spread awareness here about what's going on. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm spreading awareness about what's going on. Also, I think it's funny how this entire video is just me tying a knot in this thing so that it won't actually catch to the leather, like it won't go through. And then I didn't actually get to tie it. I think it's, like, the funniest thing. But seriously, Yuna, stop, okay? Like, stop. That's all I have for this. Let me know if I should make a part 2. Gonna get to work on this. Mainly because I don't want this tiny thing. I want this tip. I would just leave it normal. I would just leave it like how it is, like this. Except, there's a black tip on this. I want that black tip. Go back on the tail. So, let me know if I should make a part 2. That's all I have for this video. Bye!